because first thing is first, the new coaches in the college basketball ranks.
The carousel is busy.
Very, very busy. And here's the thing. This is why I'm doing this first because we're gonna talk about the transfer portal. Here's one of the issues of
Oh,
why you
Lord
can't.
have mercy.
Here's one of the issues why you can't really dismiss the transfer portal because look at these coaches. There is 9 coaches who's going to a new school,
Hmm. Okay,
which
so
happens right after they got eliminated from the NCAA tournament.
why are we linking the transfer portal to people who can bounce from one school to another with a job?
So, as you can see here, let's look at it. Kevin Willard, who was the latest one, chose to leave Maryland to go to Villanova.
Hmm.
Do you think these players pick the school or do you think they pick the coach? And those of you who was paying attention to the
Okay,
Charles Barkley's of the world, the Kenny Smiths of the world, and the you know Clark Kellogg's of the world, they chose the coach
okay.
and the playing style.
Around when all three of those guys were playing in college, yeah, you liked the school, but you sort of chose it more because of the coach. Now you're choosing it because of the school and the opportunity that you actually can play more than the coach.
So even though we want to bash the transport portal, me in a reasonable way, unlike everybody else. You gotta also remember these coaches just get up and leave schools left and right. Am I wrong?
Oh, that happens every year.
So you
Yeah.
just can't bash the players, and you're not gonna bash the coaches.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we're gonna say, oh, you making your opportunity greener uh uh via walking on pastures that are greener or making your wallet bigger in green, you can't be saying, yeah, this is great for the coaches and saying, you young men, you shouldn't hop from school to school. No. If it's good for the coaches, it's good for the players. So if the transfer portal is horrible for the players and you want to limit these coaches hopping from job to job. But you're not going to do that, are you?
No, no, they're not. So this is the issue of a lot of issues Coach Johnson has with the NCAA.
Hypocrites. In fact, in fact, I'm going to lobby the Merriman uh, dictionary. I want you to change the definition of hypocrite. And for those who know, hypocrite is you say one thing, you
Not
do
change the
another.
definition of it.
Just change the definition of hypocrite. Instead of having just a straight up definition of it, just say hypocrite. Noun, the NCAA. And that is your definition of hypocrite.
So look at it. 9 coaches. By the way, Maryland was in the tournament. McNeese State was in the tournament. New Mexico was in the tournament. Colorado State was in the tournament.
Mhm.
Xavier was in the tournament.
Wow.
Bryan was in the tournament.
Yeah,
BCU was in the tournament.
yeah, yeah.
Drake was in the tournament.
Hey, yeah.
And UC San Diego was in the tournament. All these schools was in the tournament.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Every single last 9 of them. And guess
Hmm.
what? That means every single coach on here was in the tournament.
That's correct. All nine of them.
That's the way it started off. Now, let's get to the transfer portal.
The transfer portal.
As of about 2 hours ago, this is from Jeff Goodman.
Mhm.
1,614 players are in the transfer portal.
That's it? I would have thought it'd been more.
Why I'm bringing this up? Today is what? Oh, March 31st.
Today's March 31st. Correct.
College basketball season still going on.
That's correct. And it will be gone for another week. Correct, sir.
Why is I said this last week. Why is the transport portals open during March Madness?
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money. You greedy sons of. Come on, NCAA. It doesn't make sense. You can put it in a certain time period where the busiest time of your basketball season, you do not have. Good Lord, these greedy so's and so's. So we had this issue in football season too, correct, sir?
Yes. College football playoffs.
So we had the transfer portal active right in the middle of college football playoff season. And now we have the transfer portal open and active during the March Madness season. So I guess we're going to have the next transfer portal time open during when the College World Series happens, which would be late May, early June. Come on, fools. Do it at a time where you can actually have a rest for the rest of the whole sporting calendar. And you can have it at a time where you can have it be, oh, I don't know, concentrated. And it would make more sense. And you wouldn't have to have this sidebar of, well, this player played for one school 1 week. Now they're playing for another school the next week, and we're in the middle of the school year. Oh, I'm sorry. You already made it make sense. Money is the root of all evil. Do funny things. Some people give me a nickel. Can you, brother? Can you spare me a dime? Money can drive some people out of their mind. That's what you are, NCAA. Money grubbing, hungry individuals. And you want to lay it on the children. And yes, I know they're 18 to 22-year-olds. You want to lay it on the children and say, you know what? They are amateur athletes. They don't deserve to have access to that money. They don't, because you all had the access to it, but you all are greedy. And so you have a greedy infrastructure. How could the players not be? I don't consider them greedy. I just consider them opportunistic. So if they're following your quote opportunistic close quote ways, why are you sniping at the players for doing what they should? Because they're taking after you all, greedy suckers. Jeez.
They didn't expect the concert, did they? But hey, it fits right in.
Thank you. I'm like, I was doing it because it just fits.
I didn't expect the concert to fix those. That's why I didn't stop you. Like I normally would stop you.
Oh my gosh. People know that money. Don't let money change you. Almighty dollar. That's what you are, NCAA.
So over
changing
1,600.
Changing up your mind.
1,600. That's the men's side. I ain't even get to the women.
The women.
I'll do that Wednesday because they have to set their front fours tonight. So, and there's some star players in that transfer portal.
Ooh. Yeah.
During March Madness, it's a damn shame. But this is the NCAA.
It don't make sense. Why are you having something that is supposed to be active like off season? You know, like what football does.
I know the crazy thing is football season. They got 2 transfer portal periods. One is coming up next month, by the way.
Right. Well, I should say professional. You know, like what professional football does. They have their free agency period during the off season. And hey, you have, like you said, you have one of those transfer portal windows in the off season for college football, but you decide to have the other one in the middle of December. What type of sense does that make?
There's like, why don't you just make it one period, April, where guess what? You're not affecting football and you're not affecting basketball whatsoever,
Yeah,
which is your two money grabbers.
yeah. I'm about to say, yeah. After the national championship in basketball is played, open the window then, and between then and before, and probably right before when the college World Series happens, there you go. 2 months that window could be opened. But then again, maybe not. Maybe they should just move it all the way into the summer. So where baseball players can actually, and softball players, shout out to you women, could also be in a transfer portal during their off season too.
Just,
But that makes too much sense.
I don't know. I have no idea. But this is what we got to go through with this. So yeah,
Only
this is
one only one thing in the sport, no, well, two. Only two things in the sports vernacular in the sports world upset me more than the NCAA's hypocrisy. Only two.
I got a feeling we about to talk about one of them.
One we're gonna talk about. And I may mention the other in this episode too. But besides those two, nothing heats me up more than the NCAA and the greed that they show on a continuous basis.